Welcome guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. To my new subscribers, thank you for coming, and to my returning subscribers, thank you. You know how we do it. Love you guys. All right, so today's video, just as the name implies, is break and retest, right? And as always, we won't do too much talk, right? But just stick with me and try to watch the video to the end, and anything you don't understand, you can always go back, rewatch it, right? Okay, so that's what we'll be talking about today: break and retest, right? So please don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share this video. All right guys, right, so let's get into the video. Okay, so break and retest. From the name, it is simple, right? You can just see price making this move, going up. It does a retracement, right? Then we identify this level, because resistance just simply means a point in which price fails to go any higher, right? So you see it was going all the way up, and it got to that level, it started going down. That point becomes a level of resistance, or a point of resistance, so you always mark it out, right? And then after marking out the resistance, we anticipate, or just wait to see what price is going to do, if it is going to keep on going in that higher low formation, right? And then as you can see from here, we identify that price broke through that resistance, right? And because it was failing to go any higher from there, after price went and broke it, it no longer becomes a resistance, right? Because now it is now below the price. And of course, support is a level in which price was going down and fails to go any lower, right? So you see the dynamic there, right? So at any point you see price breaking a resistance and then comes to retest that previously broke resistance, which is now support, you should start looking for break and retest opportunities, right? And of course, there are conditions for this. You don't just see every break an opportunity to enter. There are certain conditions that has to be met before you take trades like this, right? Certain conditions like this, but this is just how it is fundamentally, right? Fundamentally, this is just how it is. Yeah, so that's just how it is. So you always have to remember that when taking break and retest on its own is just a strategy, right? But for you to have a trading system, a profitable trading system, you have to understand and know when exactly is best to use certain strategies. Now, break and retest works best in a trending market, right? You have to first of all be able to have understood the market structure, the market condition, right? So from this pictorial or skeletal view I'm giving you, it's clear to say that this is higher highs and higher lows, right, which majorly depicts an uptrend. So we have to see a trend, identify the trend to know when best to use break and retest. So I'm writing out the confluences you need to be seen before you decide that, okay, this is a break and retest opportunity. I should be looking for break and retest setups. So it first off has to be a trending market. It could be bullish or bearish, right? But it just has to be trending, giving you that higher highs, higher lows formation, or lower highs, lower low formations, right? And also, like I said, it could be bearish, it could be bullish. Then you also need candlestick confirmations at the key levels. That's at the resistance that became a support, or at the support that became a resistance. You need to see proper candlestick confirmation. So all of this together are confluences that gives you confirmation and confidence to take your trades, right? So I need to just clear that out and explain it fundamentally so you get the idea. And of course, sometimes most of these things you don't see them black and white in charts, but once you understand the concept, the idea behind it, it becomes easier to spot, right? Once you understand that, it becomes easier to spot, and that's why I'm laying emphasis on it. You can go through this, and even right now you can see them all over the charts, because why? We are in a trending phase. So it's always good to know the appropriate strategy that fits into the market condition, the current market condition, and yeah, and go with it. That also helps with the accuracy of the strategy, because all strategies work in my honest opinion. All of them work, but it's just the accuracy that just differs, right? Okay, so I'm going to clear this now. You can stay on this for as long as you want to just understand it very well. I'm going to stay on this now. I'm going to start clearing this now, so we'll go into the main chart itself, right? So yeah, guys, so and also tell me what you think about it this far, the break retest setup. What do you think? Do you think it is an accurate strategy? Do you think it's a profitable strategy? And what has your experience with it been recently? Do you use it? Do you not use it? And don't forget to like and share the video to other traders, right? So I'll clear this up right now. Okay, just clear it up. Enjoy the background noise sound while we're at it. Alright. And for this video analysis, I'm going to be using gold. Alright, I'm going to be using gold because I trade in relatively few number of pairs, and as you can see, I'm also in a trade using the break retest system, right? Let's see how that will go afterwards. And so let's go back, and you can see my levels too. I've marked them up, but just to give you a refresher into how I actually looking to the market for opportunities, right? So that's just basically it. Just give you the refresher, right? So let me delete all of these things. Bear with me, guys. Delete all these things, right? So but you see what we can identify from here is, you see that gold is on a very good uptrend, right? And then it made an equal low. It ranged around that level a bit, but it made an equal low, right? It didn't break the structure, it just made an equal low and ranged around that zone. Then we have this high here, but of course we always still want to get confirmation that we are on the right side of the market structure, like we understand where the trend is, where the direction is, because like I always say, once you make mistakes in the direction, right, you would make mistake in your analysis and your decision making, right? So we have this high here. You see price came all the way down, got in and around that zone, right? But like I said, we're not taking any trade opportunity here, because we're just still waiting to see if the bullish trend is really confirmed, right? So it made the first push to the upside, then it came all the way down and ranged around there a bit. Then what happened next? It broke the level, right? And on breaking the level, it went ahead to make an equal high. So now we're anticipating if the structure is going to hold, it should break that high, or if it's not going to hold, it should come all the way down to sell, right? So because we don't predict what the market is going to do, all we just do is react to the market. You don't need to predict the market. Your emotions and your biases doesn't move the market. What you do is just let the market lead while we follow. So we have to wait for it to give us certain signals and signs, and as you can see here, it broke through the resistance. So then what do we wait for? Rather than just jumping in, even in as much we know that it's going to buy, we wait, right? And we got rewarded. See, price came in and gave us a very good candlestick formation, a very good candlestick formation. Got in on this, and always, because we already know that, or we have a bias that is bullish, it's safe for us to target buys, or you can use your fixed risk anywhere from 1:2 to 1:3 is fine, but you can also use structure. Most times I use structure and I monitor those levels, right? So if you use the previous highs, it gives us an somewhere around 1:3 risk reward, right? And that's good risk reward, right? If your accuracy is good, you get good. So this will be our first trade, right? And then we take this trade, and then we wait to then see what and how it played out. We went into the range a bit, but when it started moving, boom, see, started moving. And of course, we also marked the previous high again, signaling another opportunity for us to get in on the trade, right? So take the trade. The first entry is done. We more or less close it because we're done with that. we've gotten our reward already, so we start anticipating for another opportunity, right? And what happens next? Boom, we got there, engulfed the previous candle, giving us a very good entry. Now the risk to reward here is quite dicey, right? Because it looks like a one-to-one trade, but because we have confidence of the structure still holding, we can just extend, like I said, having a fixed risk, either a 1:2 or a 1:3. In this case, I always like to use a 1:3, right? So we have that, extend, and we wait to see how it plays out. And bam bam, and yeah, boom, we went into profit. Oh, we trade for a couple of hours, got in our 1:3 plus. Now that was about 2 trades, and we're already up 1:7. And all of this makes sense when you actually trade in a more conservative way. I trade very conservative. Of course, there are times where you would need to risk more, but basically profitability is built on you having a fixed approach to the market, right? And especially with prop firms these days, risking anywhere between 1 to 2%, you're already up about 7 to 14% just with 2 trades, trading just one pair, right? And of course, we have our next highs and lows. We mark the high, anticipating price to come, right? But what happened? Let's see. And that's another thing you also have to point out. As you can see on our previous entry, we always wait for price, the bullish confirmation, to close outside of the zones. But in this occasion here, you see that we didn't get the opportunity here, so we have to be patient. So we wait for the next candle to close outside. And I think I have a video attached to this. I'll drop the link in the description, right, where I posted the importance of waiting for prime candlestick confirmation before entering a trade, because like I said, your bias doesn't move the market, you have to wait. So we posted the video, I'll drop the link, right? So as you can see here, once we didn't get the confirmation we need, we just wait, and on the next candle we saw the bearish rejection, and that was a good. That's why you have to always follow your rules. And see, we would have just taken an unnecessary loss. I mean, losses are normal, but some losses can be very and easily avoided. And see, it came back to the previous high, rejected, we are around there, give us a good opportunity to re-enter, and then we enter our trade, right? That would be our third trade of this concept within the same period of time, just in weeks apart, right? And we also extend for a 1:3 too, right? And we set our target and just wait after firing our shots. You know, like I said, once you see the opportunity, you have to be a sniper now, not a machine gun. You don't just shoot randomly. You have to be very principled and disciplined, precise with it, right? And this took this trade, right? Just put your stop loss at break even, just to manage, because we have the bias that the structure should still hold if you are looking at higher highs and higher lows, right? So we just hold on, and boom, into profits. Another 1:3, almost 1:4 on this trade. That's another 4 to 8%, depending on how you're risking your trade. With this, if you probably have to clear your first phase and your second phase just with about 3 trades, just like that. It can be that easy sometimes, but of course you just need practice and you having the confidence, and that's why you always need to back test. Bulk of the work you do would have been in you just understanding what you want to use to trade, the system you want to use to trade, and understanding the market and knowing when best to take those opportunities, right? And of course, you know, like I always do, I won't post a tutorial video and not show you the inefficiencies of the trade or the setup or concept we are using, because no matter the accuracy, there's no 100% accurate setup strategy. There's no 100% accurate concept, right? They all have inefficiencies, and that just makes it, that's just the truth about it. And once you know it, it makes accepting losses relatively easier, right? On this occasion, so what do we get? Took another opportunity, that becomes our fourth trade, right? And I'm going to show you the what now. I'm going to show you the, yeah, of course, when you see in the setup and the loss we took, which is totally normal. But now this is our fourth trade. We extend it again into a 1:3, right? Just having a fixed risk, right? And see how it goes. After taking about 4 trades, giving us 1:3 each, right? Good setup. What else did we do again? We mark the previous highs, right? We mark the previous highs and anticipate price to come back down because it's just following that structure. Higher highs, higher lows, just let the market lead while you follow, and you just have to be patient with it. Like they always say, patience is a trader's best friend. So you just have to have that in your arsenal, right? And I'm using gold, but it's mostly emphasized on buys because structure is more bullish. I have a video, I'll put the link in the description, right? That would give you an idea for the sell opportunity. I used them Bitcoin. I was able to get 1,000 pips with the same break retest analogy, right? So on this occasion, we see price broke it, hit it, we put our setup. Yeah, so we see, and what happened next? Boom, it hit us out, right? Hit our SL, and that's just normal. Losses are normal. We take the loss. I mean, we've taken about 4 trades. On our 5th trade, we had a loss. Not bad, right? It just shows that the accuracy is even high. And then we got a rejection here. This is like a doji, the kind of rejections I would like to take. I think this was news infused, so sometimes the strategy is on like I said. So we target the previous size or another one, we shoot 3, right? And then what do we get? So boom, now we see that the price or the market now is failing to go any higher, and the market will always give you signs as to when particular moves are fading out, right? So we can see the higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows formation, right? But on this occasion, we see it now is trying to make equal highs coming down. That okay, fine, I think this is easy now. So you just wait a bit to be clear or have a clear idea of where the direction is going to then act accordingly, right? That's it. So based on the way you manage your risk, your trades, this could have either been a break-even trade or maybe a partial profits trade, because you went as much as 1:2, and ideally you shouldn't be losing money after you've seen a 1:2, especially not even on the higher time frame. We're trading 4 hours, right? So there's hours already in, right? So that's basically it, right, for today. And I really look forward to posting more educational content like this. And please let me know in the description what you really think about this video, what you think about the concept, and if you have any questions at all, please drop it and I'll make sure I respond to them. Thank you very much, and of course, like, share, subscribe, share as much to your trader friends, and as always, let's have the conversation going. See you guys in the next one. Bye.